Hey guys, what's going on? It's Pat, and today I'm looking at my old video here. It was a tutorial on an introduction, some melody, some theory, some tips, and it was for dubstep. I was at 140 BPM, and I got a lot of positive and negative response to this. Now, I think the negative response came from when I was making my melody. Now, I agree, and I appreciate all of the comments, positive or negative. You guys are the reason why I make the tutorials in the first place. So, I think I'm gonna retouch. I'm gonna remake, and I'm gonna recreate that tutorial, but only the melody part. Now, for the last tutorial, I didn't explain what I was exactly doing. I just said this goes here, this goes here. I didn't really explain why, or really the ideological part around it. Now I'm going to explain that today. So I'm going to just jump right into this. I am in FL Studio 11, and I'm just going to add two FL keys. We're going to keep it in FL keys, at least for the start. Maybe I'll change it up so you guys can hear what this can create. But so I'm adding two. One's going to be muted, this first one, and the second one I'm going to keep unmuted. Now, just to mute, you can just hit this green little button there, and I'm going to go ahead into the piano roll of the first one, and my last video, if I believe I used a C major. I did get a couple comments asking for a minor scale when I'm creating tutorials because more or less that's what is used in dubstep creation. Now, I can't say I agree or disagree. I can say that I know many songs done in a major, a minor scale. It all depends what the musician's going for. So, anyways, I'm going to jump right into this, and I'm going to use an E minor scale this time. Now, what is a scale? A scale is what notes you can use within how do I explain this? A scale is what notes you can use to keep something in key. So if I was using an E minor scale, every note within my E minor scale I could use together or in harmony to create something that's, it sounds as one. It's in key is what it means, really. So I'm going to go ahead and start off on E4. And I'm just going to place a note here, and I'm going to extend it out. So I'm going to go ahead. E4 is the beginning, or not E4, rather. E is the beginning of your E minor scale. From E, you go F sharp, and then you have G, A, B, G, A, B, C, D, and then you have, you have your E again. Now, your first E and your second E are obviously on different octaves, which is fine. Your E minor scale is going to go from one octave to another. It's from one E to another, So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into the second channel here. And now I have my ghost notes. Now, what I didn't explain here was, first of all, to turn them on and off, it's Alt-V. That's something I got a couple questions on. Alt-V is the correct thing. So now we have this. Now all these notes together, I'm just going to go ahead and play. It doesn't sound that great, there's too much going on, but let's play it. You can check. This is the correct E minor scale. I'm going to go ahead and mute that, and now I'm going to go into here. And I'm going to put down a chord. I'm going to put down three notes that are going to harmonize together. So I'm going to go D5, C5, and A4. And let's play this. It works. It'll work every time. I can move this A4. I'll move that A4 to an F sharp and I will move this C5 to a B4 and this D to a A4. So, yeah, it will work every time as long as you're in the scale, the E minor scale. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to make a couple of little changes here to make it interesting. And I'm going to keep this bass note, I'm going to keep on F, I think. I might change it, we'll see. And so I'll go ahead and keep that. And I'm going to go ahead. And I'm just gonna play this, so let's see what I got. And I think it's a bit too repetitive, so I'm just gonna go ahead and change these up. And you've got a melody. You can go ahead and you can extend the notes. You can add spaces. You can do pretty much as long. What I'm trying to explain here is that as long as you're within the scale, you're gonna be able to make a melody. Now, what the melody is outside of music theory. What notes work together, what makes a scale, what notes make up the scale, what are you going to do with the piece? Now, I have this starting on my E4. That's not to say that it has to. You can take this here. I'm just going to select it all with Control A. I'm going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to actually, I'm not going to hold down Shift. If I was dragging it over, I'd hold down Shift, but I'm going to go ahead and just drag it up, and I'm going to put this last one on E6. So now you're a whole octave up, and I'm going to go ahead and select everything again, and I'm just I'm gonna go back into this, and now I'm gonna select this and drag it up so that it's in the right key here, and the basic thing is here. That it doesn't matter what octave. You can change the notes, you can extend them, you can add pauses, you can do, it's your creative choice. What I'm trying to teach you here is what constructs a melody. And, it's not so much, what makes a dubstep melody, what makes this melody this. The fact is, music is music, and for the most part, in most genres, it's gonna stay true as time developed. Early Renaissance to now. Because in the early, before the early Renaissance, you didn't have all of these rules. These rules started developing with like the recorders, the lute, it's like a guitar with like 12 strings. It's something. The first instruments, voices were you being harmonized. You had more than just monophonic thing. You had something that was polyphonic or something that was, really broad. You had more texture, more vibration to it. So as it went on, you didn't have a flat, E, and then like just E. You had variation. You had you had rhythm. You could snap your fingers to something as time went on. The early chant and stuff like that. You couldn't really get a nice or I'm just gonna go out into a new pattern here and do this. You didn't have a metronome. You didn't have a tempo. You had something that was pretty random. But now, through these rules that I'm trying to teach you guys, is you can create something with these rules, even if you don't know exactly the rules. I'm here to teach you this, and I'm here to give you guys these tools. I'm gonna leave a download in description with each of these scales in a different FLP file, so you guys can just download them out. It's like a template. You just go ahead. If you want to make something in the key of E minor, you open up your E minor scale, then it's there. And the rest is up to you guys. But I'm hoping this clarified some things. I'm sorry about the history lesson, but I hope that this did make your lives a little bit easier. And again, there will be some things in the description for you guys, as well as this FLP. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope it helped.